Hi, in the last lessons we learned about table and pivot tables. Basically tables are one dimensional whereas pivot tables are two dimensional. In this lessons we are going to learn all about scorecards. Let us come back to the studio. This is the pivot table that we have created in the last session. Let us delete because we will deal with scorecards this time. Okay, basically Uh, scorecards are basically rectangles used as information placeholder. Suppose we want to see some of the matrices, some of the information on some of the matrices like it can be sales, it can be profit, that we can create a scorecard for this. We can create a rectangle and we can that place some of the information relating to the matrices in the scorecards. Okay. So let us create it. We can see here after tables there is one scorecard is there. It is one scorecard, that is the total, and here it is the compact scorecard. So basically, suppose we are looking for the absolute values. It may be sales, it may be profit. Okay, we can go for totals or we can go for also at the same times we can also click on the second one that tells about the compact numbers. Okay, so we can always prefer the first one, that is the total, and we can go for styling options and we can also change the same and it will also get the compactness. So let us create. So this is the scorecard, one scorecard we have created. Let us see. So this is one scorecard that this is record count. Okay, this is as that as I have said that it is that rectangles, and within the rectangles some informations are placed. Okay, so this is the matrices we have selected. The matrices the matrices selected is record count. Okay, so we'll change it to, let take for example sales. Let us wait. What is the change? Okay, this is the total sales that we are going to get. So we can go for this. We can write here name like total sales. We can write total sales. We can write it here as total sales. So this is one scorecard that we have created now. This is one scorecard that we have created now. Okay, so we can go for also optional matrices. Basically that suppose we want to see in future that that profit, as well as along with the profit we can see, we want to see the sales, how much profit it is making, that sales is making. So we can create these optional matrices. Okay, we will give us the matrix to that options to see both. So here we have one dimensions, that optional matrix add matrix. So we can drag here like profit. Okay, so this is profit, we can drag profit here. Okay, so we have now drag, so it will not appear, it has been one optional matrices icon, matrix icon has been created. Okay, let us go for the view. Okay, so you can see this. So suppose here two of the options are coming, one is total sales, another is profit. Suppose we want to see the profits, let us see. So this is the profit is appearing. Suppose we want to see the total sales, it will come. So since it is optional, one out of two will always come. Okay, therefore total sales, or we can see the total sales, or we can see the profit as well. Let us go back to the edit. Okay, so let us select this scorecard. Then there is one default date range. Okay, date range. Suppose here it has been selected by default, auto has been selected. There is a custom. Suppose take for example we want to see the sales or profit for a particular period. Let us say for the period 2014. Let us create it. So it is customs. Let us create customs. Then comparison date range. Comparison date range, it is there. Okay, auto date range. Let us see. So we have like take for example we will see the 2000 14 2014 uh, for the year 2014 we will select 2014 January 1 to 2014 we will select the period here, we will select the period here 2014 and December 31st, 1 year period that we are going to see. Okay, here we can see, so we can see for the, let us say for the take for example we'll see for 1 year or previous years, we can see, you can see the options that is called previous years is there. Or suppose take for example, let us say last week yesterday 30 days, one period, 1 week, this month, last month, 1 quarter, okay, this year, last year, previous years, take for example. Okay, sorry. So under the auto date range we have selected the period that is called January 2014 to December 2014, then we can click it apply. Okay, so now this is the period that we have selected under customs. Okay, by under default data range we have selected. Then let us see this comparison date range. So then we will compare it with previous years. Okay, previous years. Okay, let us apply this. Okay, so then uh, we can go for view. Let us see. So we can see both it is coming, you see. So this is the total sales, this is the total sales, and in comparison to this is the increase in this total sales is increased by 19.8% in comparison to the previous years. Okay, so what this tells, this tells, okay, so similarly we can see also the profit for this. So total profit for the for the year 2014 is 85,330, and in comparison to the previous year this is 10.5% increase. Okay, so let us bring back this total sales. Okay, uh, edit. So this is the report actually. So let us select this. Okay, let us select this, and let us see some of the styling options that are available, and we can also see a few things. Filter option is there, and in the upcoming lessons that we are going to learn the all about filters. Then let us see some of the styling options. What are the styling options? So there is also conditional formatting. Suppose take for example that above 700,000 that we want to that highlight this as green color, and below that we want to highlight it that these as yellow color. So all these things we can do all this formatting. Okay, so then previous primary metrics, like suppose we want to see the compact number, take for example we do not want the absolute number, like take for example this is the difference that we are getting. So this is the absolute number, 755,030. So suppose we want to see the compact number, we will get always the compact number. Okay, so suppose we want like take for example how many decimals that we want. Take for example we do not want any decimals, so we can put it like this. Okay, however let us not use this compact number, let us see the absolute number. Similarly comparison matrix, that and this is there are some of the color options. We can see negative changed colors. If color, if something is changed negatively, that color can be highlighted in a particular color, that digit can be colored in a particular fashion, and a positive number can be also decimal can be done. Okay, similarly show absolute number, take for example. So these are the things. So absolute number, there is absolute number we have selected. Suppose we want to hide the comparison label, So when we hide this, that means this has come from the previous years. Okay. So we can see show no data, missing data. If there is no missing data, how we want to see? Suppose some of the cells are missing, like there is no data, okay, like blank. So how would we like to see that cell? So whether there should be it should be written no data, or it should be written 0, or like this, or null, or blank. So this is the options. We have seen all these things already. Okay, under side styling, let us see. Under styling, a few more options, let us see. So these are for labels. Take for example, suppose we want to see the labels, like take for example, we want to see this in a red color, it will happen, and this is the that font that we have selected. Suppose we want to it to be middle alignment, so all these things has to, suppose everything we want to be in middle, so all these things have to be done. So how this should look like are the background color? So it can come like this. We can select a background, appropriate background that can suit for a good presentations like this. Okay. So this is the border radius, and basically, so this is border color also. Suppose we want to give a border color, take for example, so it will also come for this. Okay. So this is the thickness, border weight, all these things, or solid color, something like that, all these things will come. Okay. Add border shadow, suppose we want to see the border shadow. Okay. So this is all about the lessons. In these lessons, that what we have learned, we have learned about the scorecards. Always to use the scorecards. Basically, scorecards are information placeholders, and two way we can do, we can create a scorecard here, or we can create a scorecard here. Two kinds of scorecards are there. One normal scorecard, another is a compact scorecard. We can go for we can directly select normal scorecards or compact scorecard, or we can create a normal scorecard and we can go for styling option and change it to the change into a compact scorecard. That's for the lessons. Okay, thank you.